So hello everyone, welcome to today's webinar. For all the Reelo users and for all the non-Reelo users particularly, I'm very much excited to introduce you to Reelo. Reelo is a platform that designs to empower restaurant by helping them build stronger and lasting relationship with their customers. So basically at Reelo, we believe in the power of retention marketing. Here our goal is very simple. We are here to help business grow by driving their customer loyalty. So our platform offers personalized marketing tools, so many personalized features that helps you with your customer loyalty. Some we have so many other marketing tools that has easy to use features and actionable insights that can take the guesswork away and help you engage with your customers better. We are the product team at Reelo. My name is Dhruv. We have Priyank Masri with us. In this webinar, we are going to drive the complete understanding on what features we have released in the last 3 months. And I would love Priyank to start with the key feature that we have released in last quarter, which is WhatsApp two-way chat. Later, we will be discussing more on the invite team members, which helps you manage the Reelo platform among different hierarchies of your team. Later, we will be introduced to auto campaign reminders, and we have amazing AI feature which has been released in last quarter with us. So yeah, Priyanka, over to you if you can go through all the features.
Hey guys, I'm Priyank and I work in the product team here at Reelo. Cool. I'll quickly start with WhatsApp chat feature, which you all guys must be aware of. We had released it a couple of months back, and let me share my screen. So WhatsApp chat or the two-way chat feature, it is something which would help you engage more with your customers, and it is a sort of medium where you would be able to directly communicate with your customers. Before this, there was no way that your customers could reach out to you, either because the number that you were using in order to send all the transactional or the promotional messages, right? That was only a one-way communication. So if your customers had to reach out, they would probably go to the Google reviews page, or they would email you or some sort of that approach. But with this medium, customers can directly reply on all your promotional messages or on your transactional messages in case they have any sort of queries over there, or if they want to know more about your ongoing offers or any event that you must be doing, right? So they can reach out directly on your number, on your WhatsApp header number, and then from here, this is the portal from where you could directly see that who all is actually replying to you, and from here you can directly send them any communications. So let's say we have one customer who is probably asking us that, hey, I would like to know more about your ongoing offers. So you can simply draft a message, and these are free form messages, right? So these are not the template messages that needs any sort of approvals or anything. So you can directly write any sort of information that you would be willing to share with your customers. So let's say, hey, we are running 10% off only on Wednesdays, right? You can write any sort of thing and then send it to your customer. And the communication is also pretty much very simple, and the pricings are also very simple. So you would be only spending one utility credit in order to chat with your customers for entire 24 hours, right? So and that can be n number of conversations that you and your customer can have back and forth, all for only one utility credit, right? So it's pretty much simple. The use cases are several over here. Like your customers might want to reach out in case of any, let's say, party orders or anything, any information that they want to know about your brand or your place or restaurants, right? So there are n number of cases, and yeah, this will help you reach out to them and engage more. This was it for the two-way WhatsApp chat. Moving to the next part, we have also released invite team members. Invite team members is basically, earlier you had challenges where you had to share your credentials with your operational managers, with your marketing teams, where there was concerns regarding them taking away your data, or probably you wanted to restrict some things in your Reelo account, which they won't be able to do, right? So all things were not possible. Invite team members exactly solves that particular problem, where you would be able to create separate access for your team members. I'll quickly show you. You can access invite team members from here, right? This would help you create separate access for your team members, such as, let's say, you have your marketing managers, you have your store managers, operation managers, franchise owners, right? There can be any team member. You can onboard all of them to Reelo, and then you can, let's say, I want to onboard my marketing manager, right? So the process is pretty much simple. I just have to create an account for them, right? I would be entering their email ID. And finally, a password. Once I enter their account details, now I get an option. If you are multi-outlet stores, so you get an option of selecting that, okay, for which all stores do you want them to give the access to? Let's say you have 10 stores, but you only want to give access of one of your stores to your franchise manager or your marketing manager. So everything is possible now. Let's say I only want to give access of one of my stores to my manager. Moving next, here you'll be able to select that, okay, what are permissions that the invited team member would be having. So if you wish to restrict any sort of feature, let's say that your team member would not be able to edit anything in your loyalty program, or they would not be able to run any campaigns, right? Or they should not export any data from your Reelo account. All of these things would be possible now from the permissions which are listed here, right? You just simply have to see the permissions and decide what do you want to restrict from their account, and yeah, we are done. That's it. You just review the details and click on next to onboard the team member. The use cases are several here. If you have, let's say, if you are a multi-outlet brand, if you have your zonal managers who only sees data of some particular brands or some particular stores out of all your stores, you can onboard them with only those access. If you want to give the access to your store managers who are there at your storefront, right? You can give them the access with, let's say, restricting the export details or anything, right? So that they cannot misuse your data anywhere. And same is the case with marketing team. You can onboard your marketing team here and give them access of all the promotional features such as campaigns and auto campaigns, QR codes, where they can only deal with the promotional set of message features and not the loyalty and let's say feedback, right? Which is already set for your brand. So all those permutation and combinations would now be available, and you can play around with the permissions here. You can onboard your team member, and yeah, your team member just has to now log into their account, and yeah, the features would be restricted based on whatever permissions that you have set here, right? This was invite team member. Moving next, we have Write with AI, which Dhruv would be taking up.
Hi, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, this is regarding the first feature that you explained regarding chatting with a customer. How is this something like if a customer has initiated a conversation, we reply to it, or it's something I'm not sure how do we exactly use this feature? If you can retouch that again, sorry.
Sure thing, sure thing. So I will quickly share my screen and explain it. Yeah, is it visible?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Correct. So all the queries or all the messages, right, that your customer would be sending on your WhatsApp number would be visible to you on your WhatsApp chat, on your Reelo account, basically, right? Let's say this particular customer is asking me about what all ongoing offers are there. And post that, I would be able to send them any sort of free-form message that I want to resolve their queries with. So in order for this to work, first your customer has to send some communication to you on a WhatsApp number. Those would be reflected here. Does this answer your question?
Yes, but so far I've been having Reelo since I think 3-4 months. I don't remember any single instance where a customer has sent us a message.
Okay. So also this particular feature is only available for the users with custom headers, right? So if you have your brand own header.
No, I think I don't have this. That's why. Okay, got it. Thanks,
Correct.
Thanks. So for me, this is not applicable, right? I guess.
Correct. This won't be applicable. You will have to apply for the brand's header in order to access this feature.
We'll talk about this. Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Thanks. Sure, Dhruv, you can take this.
Yeah. So I guess we all might have seen ourselves struggling with the kind of content we want to share with our users for the campaign we create, right? So every time whenever we have to create a campaign, we know what rewards to give. We somehow define the audience. We somehow define the timeline for this particular offer and everything. So we have sometimes the agenda clear, but when it comes to writing content or something like that, we might be struggling with the kind of thing which we need to share with our customers. So basically, in order to solve that, we have really amazing feature in our platter, which also we are introducing the Reelo AI functionality with us. So as a very first feature in the Reelo AI platter, we are coming up with a writing assistant. So once while creating a campaign, wherever you create from scratch, or even if you took the templatized message for custom edits, we can have a good kind of content ready within a click of a mouse. So once you let's select WhatsApp marketing for the initial channel, let's give discount of how much 25%. Let's campaign title as 25% cut on, let's say there's a shell of spot. So let's say beer budget. Right, and we can write here as get discounted beer, get discounted beers, right? Something like that. Get discount on all beers, let's say. And we are we can customize anything whatever we want. So whatever input we provide here in this particular journey, system will take that input and give you the best recommendation for the content you can create. Let's take an expiry as let's say 30th September, whatever you can select. So these things whatever you select here will get incorporated into that message you create. So once you click on next, once you have this editor open, there is this amazing action button that calls Write with AI. Once you click on this, a beautiful interface gets open and it says what campaign I can draft for you. So we don't have to you can write whatever you want to write here, that you want to add some sort of so you want to mention some brand. Let's say I want to give offers on Corona or Miller or let's say Kingfisher or anything. Let's just go very much simple way. Let's say I just want to write a campaign message. So I'm just taking this prompt and I can just go hit the action. So once you click on this, you will have all the information. So far till now, we have not provided any of the information, and just whatever information we have provided on the on the entire journey till now will get incorporated over here. So Sherlock Hubs is a name of the brand, offering 25% discount on your beer budget. Enjoy refreshing print and everything. So here we have mentioned the let's say the expiry date and everything is there, and you have multiple iterations. You can select this one or you can select this one. Let's say we have to go with the second option, and I want to tell them let's add more emojis. Let's say. So once you click the action. So it will add more emojis like this. Let's make the text shorter, let's say. So it will give you short, crisp sort of a message, right? So you can play around on this particular input box, whatever you want to create, and how whichever kind of content you want to create. So treat it as a ChatGPT of your of your content creation, right? So once you feel like okay, this looks good, and you can go with this, we can this 25% cut is not in highlight. So let's say use block letters for discount. So we can do that, yeah. 25% cut on your beer budget, and you can once you're finalizing on any of these particular variation, you can use this one, and you can go with this. So yeah, this particular content is pasted over here, and you can directly submit the template, and it will get approved in a once it will go to our representative, and it will get done. So this is right with the AI. In the Reelo platter, we have so many other Reelo AI platter. We have so many other AI related features coming up. This is just the content what we are suggesting. In future, we have so many other things which you can play around in order to make the journey smarter. So yeah, that's it. That's all for the Ride with AI feature. Next, Priyanka can explain you with the auto campaign reminders.
So next up, we have auto campaign reminders that we have released recently last month. So before moving to that, auto campaigns, as you all guys are aware, we have 5 different types of auto campaigns, right? These help you send automated promotional messages to your customers on their special events, right? Either it can be a special occasion, let's say, for example, birthday or anniversary, or it can be their first event at your brand. Let's say that you want to welcome your first time customers. So you can send an automated promotional messages after some amount of days after their first visit, right? Or if you want to bring back your customers. So let's say your customers have visited you, but you have not seen them coming in the last 3 months. So you can set up an automated communication which would be sent, and you would be able to decide the durations as well, right? Before that, as you know that Reelo helps you gather your customers' personal details such as birthdays, anniversaries, their profile completion, right? That happens via loyalty as well as via QR codes. So earlier there was no option where you would be able to export this particular details. So now on your dashboard you would be able to see all the upcoming celebrations of your customer. You can click on see all, and here all the celebrations that your customers would be having in the next coming months, right? You'll be able to see those. So if you can see, I have so many birthdays of my customers coming in. I have so many anniversaries that I've coming in. But now, if you do not run auto campaigns on top of this, then this data would go for a waste, right? If you have enough data of your customers' birthdays and anniversaries, then we would recommend you to switch on your birthdays and anniversaries auto campaign so that your customers would feel special on their special occasions and they would visit you. Now, let's go to auto campaigns. I would just. Okay, coming to the auto campaign reminders. Earlier, you would. Yeah. Earlier, you'd only be able to send one automated promotional message to your customer. So let's say if my customer's birthday is coming, right, I would be able to send that, okay, 10 days before, Reelo would send an automated promotional message to your customer on WhatsApp or SMS, right? But now there is an option that if you want to remind your customers that, okay, 2 days before their birthday, that, hey, you have got certain discount at our brand waiting for you to be redeemed on your birthday, please come and visit us on your birthday. You would be able to do that with the auto campaign reminders. So let's say I'll go to any of the existing auto campaign. Let's say I go to birthdays. I pick up a template, I go and I'll be designing my creative as per the normal flow. Now, in details, if you see, you would be having an option of setting up a reminder message. This reminder message also is only available for the users who have their own WhatsApp headers, right? So they would be able to send these reminders. So we would insist you to get your own headers, and then you would be able to set this up as well, right? So let's say if I want to send a reminder to my customers, then I would just select, let's say, when do you want to send? 7 days before I would be wanting to send them my birthday communication of the auto campaign. Then I would be selecting that when would the reward expire. And ideally before, let's say 2 days reward expires, you would want to remind them that, hey, come to my brand and visit. Or probably on the same day that the reward expires, you can remind them that, hey, come to my brand and redeem your reward, right? So this helps you engage better with your customers. And even if they've forgotten about the communication that you would have sent earlier, then it would help you to gauge these customers better there. Right. So yeah, that's it. That was all for auto campaign reminders. You would be able to set up your reminders from here. Post that, you can draft the message as the same way that you draft for auto campaigns. That would be available for SMS or WhatsApp, and then you would be able to send it to your customers. This needs an approval flow, and the approval of the messages works normal as it has been working on till date, right? After that, we also have enhancements in our loyalty program. So let me quickly. Yeah. As several of the users were asking for some or the other conditions to be included in the loyalty program, we have enhanced the loyalty program where we have added a set of conditions or the caps on top of your current loyalty program, which you would be able to enable. And yeah, so I'll quickly walk you through one of those. So if you are using cashback or amount spent or any type of loyalty, right? Any of the 3 loyalties that Reelo offers, these conditions would be available across all the 3 types of loyalties. You can simply go to your loyalty dashboard. You can click on edit loyalty, and you can go to the cashback if you are. So since this account is activated with the cashback loyalty, so I'd first explain you for the cashback. Now we have an option where you would be able to set that on which amount your customers can earn their loyalty points, right? Earlier, the earning of the loyalty points was fixed on the final amount, that is on the amount which included all the charges, taxes, and whatever that your customer was paying you. on that amount, you the loyalty points are getting earned. So let's say your the customer made a bill of 1,000 rupees and your customers paid you those that amount, right? So the loyalty points would be earning on that 1,000 rupees. But now you have an option of changing that to the subtotal amount. Subtotal amount is nothing but the amount which is before charges and the tax component, right? So this would help you to exclude the charges and tax component where the customers were earning extra points, right? So if you change this, so the customers would only be able to earn points on the amount which includes the discounts, right? As the charges and the taxes component is something which even the restaurateurs do not earn anything out of that, right? Because those components directly go away from your. So why to give the loyalty points to the customer on that amount as well, or on that percentages as well, right? So if you wish to change this or to switch to the amount on the subtotal, you can do that by going to your loyalty program. You can switch easily here. That cashback will be issued on the subtotal. Or if you wish that, okay, the final amount is something which is working good for your brand and the customers are used to that way, so you can keep it as it is, right? This is just an added option which is given. Moving to the next, now you would also be able to limit the redemption of the limit the redemption of your rewards based on the total bill amount of your customer. So let's say your customer makes a bill of rupees 100, but here you have restricted it to be 25%, right? So the customer would only be able to redeem 25% of the total bill amount on that particular purchase. So it would be only 25 points or 25 rupees that they would be able to redeem. So this helps you that you can set conditions on your discounts that you give out to your brand. So anyways, the discount has been given out, but on the discount that your customer uses on each of your purchase, you can set conditions here, and this would ideally help you to increase your AOV as well, because lesser the discount that your customer uses on your bill, the more would be your AOV, right? So this is one more condition which is added over there. Moving next is that we have another new feature, which is you would now be able to exclude payment modes from the loyalty program, right? So the challenge which we have gotten from most of the users was that customers are already having discounts from Zomato Gold, Dine Out, Pay, and everywhere, right? So we don't want to offer them loyalty points on those orders as well, right? So how can we avoid that? So that's where this feature would be coming in. You can enable this. You can select the payment modes where you would be you would not be wanting your customers to earn the loyalty points on, right? So let's say if I go to wallet, I have an option of Zomato Pay, Dine Out, Pay, right? I've selected. If I do that and if I go and activate my loyalty program, now if a customer pays you via Zomato wallet or Dine Out wallet or any of those, then they won't be earning the loyalty point on that particular order, right? So this would help you give lesser discounts to your customers, and yeah, this would help you gain more revenue, right? This is on those parts. And the last enhancement that we have across the loyalty program is that if you are a brand who has, whose customer visits on a multiple times in a day, right? Probably if you are a QSR or someone, right? So there, if you want your customer, if you want to restrict the redemptions of your customers only to the first order of the day, then you would be able to do that, where so that the customer, even if they visit thrice to a brand in a day, they won't be able to redeem their discounts on all those three orders, right? So it would be only restricted on the first order. So that would be possible by checking this particular condition over here and then simply going and updating your loyalty program. Yeah. And lastly, all these enhancements on the loyalty program are available for the users who are integrated with Paid Puja POS. If you wish that these use cases are relevant to your brand and you would be, up for using these features, then we would like you to request to your POS partners, as well as you can drop an email to our support team as well, where we would work closely with those POS partners to go ahead and integrate these changes, right? Because these features are live from Reelo's end. It is just that your concerned POS partner would have to integrate these features in order for you to use them. So yeah.
Sure, Priyank. Thank you so much. I hope that you like all the features which we have worked on. So all the micro enhancement and all the major enhancement that you see right now on the platform that we have developed in the last 3 months are going to add certain value to your on it, day-to-day operations and everything. We would love to have your feedback on each and every the enhancement which we did. All the major things, invite team members, auto complete reminders is an enhancement. Two-way WhatsApp chat and everything what we have worked on as a major initiative. We would love to have your views. We are very much keen on understanding how exactly you are using all these features and what exactly is valuable for you. Even apart from that, we would love to have other requests from your end as well, that what you find could add more value to your operations if Reelo can develop those things. So all these things which is related to marketing in terms of getting your customer keep coming back, Reelo is trying to make all the journey possible in order for you to achieve that goal. So that is, I guess, all from our end in order to give this feature walkthrough. We would love to have your feedback. All the attendees will get some sort of a feedback mail or a communication from our end in order to understand how we can improve this conversation, what can be added, and how exactly we can make this 30-40 minutes more productive in order for us to deliver better better communication or better feature updates to you. So this is the quarter roundup from our end. We would love to have your feedback from any of the channels. We would love to see any of the question if you have on the chat box, and we can take it. So next 10 minutes we can spend on all the questions which is there on the chat. If you can shoot in the chat itself, we would love to have it. If we can check here right now, I guess our team is already answering all the questions that are already there in the chat. Faiz has asked that please help me regarding QR referral program and other type of referral program and strategies so that I can put it in my outlet. Okay. Just a minute.
So, Kashish also asked, can the loyalty part be re-explained?
Versus task can be the loyalty part. Yeah. Which exactly part? So we have so many micro enhancement in the loyalty feature.
So, excluding payments from the loyalty type, right? This would help you that if your customers are paying you via Zomato Pay, Zomato Gold, right, or Dine Out, any other third-party aggregators, right? Then it would help you to exclude those particular transactions from earning the loyalty points, right? So your customer would not be earning loyalty points only on those transactions. But if they visit your brand for the next time and then they pay you via cash card or any other payment mode, which is not selected over here, right? Then they would be earning the loyalty point based on whatever rule that you have set in your loyalty settings, right? So this is pretty much simple, where if you don't want your customers to earn any loyalty points, or if they pay via certain payment modes, then you can edit your loyalty program. You can click here, and a list of all the payment modes which are available at your cost end will be displayed over here. You can select them, and yeah, you can click on exclude. Next, you just have to do is you have to go and update your loyalty program by going to the last step. Is that pretty much clear, or?
Priyank Vashish asked, so is this for Zomato dine-in?
No, so this is for the Zomato Gold orders.
Yeah,
So-
so the dine-in from Zomato and Swiggy,
Yeah,
correct?
correct. Those one, yeah.
Priyank Shankar asked, yes, Vashish says it is not for Zomato delivery orders, it's mostly for Zomato dine-ins and
Yeah.
Swiggy dine-ins.
Correct.
Okay. Are there any other questions that you have as for the new features that we have? Please push them through the chat box. I would really request that. Vashish, can you please explain your question, elaborate your question?
Yeah, Vashish, it will be available across all the three types of loyalties, right? So if you are using cashback loyalty, then also the option is available. If you are using amount spent loyalty or visit made loyalty, then also the option is available. So that is, I believe that would answer your question.
Please shoot any questions that you have. You can also raise your hands. We'll ask you to unmute and maybe you can explain those questions to us. Any other questions that anyone has? There are two questions, Priyank and Dhruv, from Shankar and Arvind, if you want to address.
In order to get the WhatsApp custom header, which BSP, just a minute. I lost a question. With which BSP the account gets created? So Arvind, we are using, so we are tied up with Gupshup, and all the accounts that has been created on Reelo has been powered by Gupshup. This meeting is recorded and will be shared on the group. Yeah, of course, this meeting will be shared. Cool. We can still wait for a couple of minutes for all the questions.
So Priyank and Dhruv, if I have to ask you which among the all feature releases that we have, which are the ones that you feel that are the most important as per the use cases and the customer interviews that you've done, right? So which are the ones are your particular favorites?
So I would say WhatsApp chat is a very effective initiative where restaurant would get a chance to directly interact with their customers, and it would be from the same number that they send out all the promotions and loyalty messages. So your customers would have only one point of contact with your particular brand, right, which is your WhatsApp number, and you would be able to resolve all their queries, questions through that interface only. Yeah. So it's effective way to engage customers.
So basically, WhatsApp API is not available as an app or something like that, right? And we are handing out the exact thing what our users are wanting. So basically, whatever conversation is happening in terms of loyalty messages or campaigns and everything has been sending out from the number to customers. And now, whenever customer reply to those messages, you will get a notification. You will get a kind of heads up at your Reelo account itself, right? So that you can chat over there. You can understand what these questions customer has in their mind, how to get them back. So those preform messages will help you to communicate with your customer on a better way, so that you establish that bond with your customer. So till now, you cannot connect with them with your personal number, and it is difficult and non-scalable when you are connecting all of your customers with a single number or personal number or a restaurant number. It could be anything. But now, whatever communication happening on a day-to-day basis, now those number is accessible to your for your brand and your customers, where you can communicate very well. So that's why we feel WhatsApp is very great feature. Apart from that, I feel invite team members for all the outlet having more than 5 to 10 brands, or even more than that, they can use these kind of the invite team members features very well, because now they have access to limit all the functionalities which their subordinates can see. Let's say if I'm handing over my Reelo account to my marketing people, they don't need to see everything what is there on Reelo. My sale and my visit data, my customer data, everything is visible there. Now they can hide all these things, right? So their marketing people can have access to only information which they really want them to provide. So that is the great use case which we feel restaurants will love to have.
Priyank, Dhruv, there's a very exciting question that Vashish asked. He asked, is there any upcoming feature on WhatsApp chats for catalog, chatbots, and flows?
Yeah, we do have WhatsApp workflows which are coming in the upcoming months, and you would be seeing an update on those. But those also are on top of the WhatsApp chat feature, right? So yeah, we have something going on in that direction.
So basically, for now, you have to communicate with your customer manually, like whatever query they might have raised, you have to answer those things by sitting on Reelo. Now with workflows, you don't need to do that. You just have to define whatever answer or whatever things you want to communicate with your customer. Predefined templatized messages will be there, and whenever whatever type of query has been raised by your customer will get answered automatically. So you don't need to keep eye for each and every message your customer sends. So that is how workflow will help you.
This also answers the next question that Wow Dosa had about whether they will be able to stick all day on a laptop to talk to their customers. With the new WhatsApp chatbot coming, I think this will solve their entire problem.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, we would be having the WhatsApp chat on mobile as well really soon, right? So you can access the chats of your customer from your mobile also. So we'll be having that also.
Amazing. Arvind also asked one question. This is regarding the WhatsApp chat only. He wants to understand that while we are also using WhatsApp chat to become as a marketing channel for them, what if it becomes a support channel for restaurant? So thoughts, Priyank and Dhruv?
Okay, so when you are saying that as a support channel, right? So ideally, it is the same number from which all your promotional messages or anything would go. So your customers also would be having the same number as a touch point for you in order to ask any queries related to those offers only, right? So it is not something which your customers would be complaining about or anything, right? For that, we do have feedback systems and everything in place where your customers can come drop in your feedback, their positive experiences, negative experiences, anything of that sort.
Also, I wanted to understand how it is different. Like there is like how the support and how the communication is different. So it is a type of communication only, right? So if your customer is like having any sort of complaint or having any sort of feedback on you, they will communicate on the number which is there with you, right? So you can treat it as the way you want. So I don't feel like I'm not able to distinguish between both the kind of use cases. So yeah, that is all
We're
I
up for
guess.
just 2 to 3 more questions if that's the case, Priyank and
Sure.
Dhruv. People, if you have any more questions, please drop it into the chat box now. You have the bandwidth of our superstar PMs right now. They'll be able to answer all your questions. This is only an opportunity that comes very rarely that we have both of them here. So whatever questions that you have in terms of the new features or maybe the road ahead, or if there is any other enhancement that you might be looking forward to, please drop in the chat box below.
Yeah, sure. I believe Avadli Dosa is asking. Yeah, sure. We would be rolling that out from the mobile very soon, right? So you would get an option to reply to your customers directly from your mobile.
So Priyank, speak some more on the mobile thing that you were talking about right now.
Yeah, so basically the website that we have, right, app.reelo.io, that can be accessible from the mobile as well. The same interface is available in the mobile where they can chat with the customers, and if any customer queries come, that would also reflect that in the mobile. For the WhatsApp chat, we would be rolling that out in probably next couple of days. But yeah, I guess that answers Vavudli Rosa's question that he wanted to access the WhatsApp chat feature from mobile phone. So it is pretty much simple. You just have to go log into the website of Reelo.io and log into your account, and you'll be able to see that feature over there, yeah, from your mobile phone.
Any other questions that anyone else has, you can drop it into the chat box below. Cool. I think we've answered all the other questions that I think everybody had. Everyone, you'll also get the recording of the session in your emails after we're done with the webinar. You'll also get a feedback form with how the webinar went, what we could do better, and what else would you want to hear from us next time we are here. And I really wish that we maintain this community. If you have any questions, do drop us a message.